thieving son of a bitch.
Adam.
No, let him go. Let him go. Adam. Let him go, Adam. No. Adam.
I knew I couldn't trust you, Lavery.
I never denied that, Adam.
You've been leaning on Liza ever since your wife died. Trying to make her feel sorry for you. You wanted more than a job or a soft shoulder to cry on. You wanted my wife. And why? Because I pulled the plug on your little company. Your sinking, fat, stupid sinkhole.
Adam, leave him alone.
Don't you understand what's going on here? Don't you understand he's using you to get to me? He orchestrated this little seduction for the sole purpose of getting back at me. This time you went one step too far, buddy.
Ryan didn't seduce me. I seduced him. I wanted him.
You wanted him? Are you saying this was your idea?
Yes.
Liza, how could you?
How could you? My wedding vows were already broken. By you. Do you remember the day that David's charges were dismissed?
The day you left for Hawaii?
Actually, I never got on the plane. I ran into JR running away from home.
What?
You know, to this day, I don't even really know the reason why. I do know that on the television we saw that Hayward's charges had been dropped and the Honorable K. Campobello presiding. And I did a little rapid calculating.
Liza,
you slept with the judge. You slept with her to get Hayward's charges dropped. And you know what? I went to the court. And I heard you in her chambers. I actually heard the two of you together.
Liza, let me explain.
Please do. About the farce at the Sleepy Hollow Inn when I stumbled across your love nest.
It wasn't like that.
How was it? Because, you know, I've pictured you and Judge K between the sheets.
Liza, I had no choice.
Betray your wife? Get Hayward's charges dropped?
It was a lot more complicated than that.
You slept with her. You admit it. I just want to hear you say it in your own words.
Will you get out?
I don't want to leave you alone in here with him, Liza.
You know what? He can't hurt me any more than he already has.
Well, I'll be in the salon if you need me.
How could you go to bed with that user?
You know what? We're not talking about me. We're talking about you and your lady judge.
Yes, I had sex with her. I said, you've got to let me explain. I've got to explain my reasons for doing what I did. I did it to help JR. David Hayward has a videotape of JR admitting that he stole drugs from David Hayward's hotel room. He was going to hand the videotape over to the police if I didn't get all charges against him dropped. My son, JR, was about to go to jail. The boy needed my help.
You know what he needed? You know exactly what he needed? He needed to know that there were consequences to his actions. He needed to know that mistakes are something you're responsible for. But we haven't set very fine examples for him now, have we? Control? Control is your drug of choice. No matter what. You will sacrifice anything to get it. This time, you sacrificed us. You cheat, I cheat. One cancels the other out.
I can get past you sleeping with Ryan.
Oh. How large of you, how magnanimous of you, that you have it in your heart to forgive me.
Liza, I'm not trying to downplay this.
No, you shouldn't. You were unfaithful to me.
I told you I had no choice. No choice whatsoever. It was a means to an end.
And in the end, it justifies the means.
Judge Campobello means nothing to me.
And that's supposed to make me feel what? Respect? More respect for you?
I did what I had to do to protect my son.
And I did what I did because it's what I wanted to do.
All right. I know I hurt you. And I know you wanted to get back at me, so you used Ryan this once.
It was more than once. I didn't know you were coming home tonight. I thought this evening was just an evening for me and Ryan.
All right. Something you had to get out of your system. But it's over now.
How do you know it's over?
You feel nothing for Ryan.
You assume I feel nothing for Ryan.
You do not care for Ryan. You do not have feelings for Ryan. I am the one you love. Only me. Tell me, Liza. Tell me that Ryan means nothing to you. Liza, answer me. Tell me that Ryan doesn't mean anything to you. Tell me that you're just using him to get back at me.
Oh, go off me. You're hurting me.
Liza, please answer me. How many times did you sleep with him? Was it once?
No.
Was it twice?
Let me
was
go.
Was it 3
Let me
times?
go.
What are you deaf? Let her go!
Stop it! You're gonna hurt him.
Get out of here!
Stop it!
Liza. Dear God. Liza? Winifred? Winifred, for crying out loud, where are you? It's like church on a Monday around here. Where the hell is everyone? Ryan.
Yes.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, I was just kind of making myself at home.
Upstairs?
Yeah. You know, I've never been up there before. You have got a lot of rooms. Yours in particular is massive. But, you know, what else would the king of the world deem fit for whatever it is?
Did Liza come home? You sneaking old life. Were you with my wife again? In my house? In my own bedroom? Answer me. Were you with my wife again? In my own house?
Yeah, Adam, you were some good detective, I tell you. Liza and I thought we had extra time, you know, before you got back, but bummer.
How dare you?
You know, I tried to have self-restraint, I really did, but I just couldn't seem to get a hold of it tonight. I don't know. Liza's still in the shower, Adam. You might want to let her, you know, get cleaned up. You know, fix the bed, the room, recover.
You think I'm gonna let this go, Ryan?
What are you gonna try and do, Adam? Hit me again? Don't you remember last time when you tried to do that?
I don't think a fist fight is gonna cover what I have in mind for you this time.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna destroy me. You're gonna try and ruin my life. Well, guess what? It's a little too late for that, Adam, but you know what? What the hell? Go for it. Keeps me busy.
Get out of my house.
And leave you alone with your wife? I don't think so.
Oh, you think you can keep me away from my own wife? Are you out of your mind?
Dear Adam, it's over. I'm taking Colby, and we're leaving this house, this town, and you. Don't come after us. Liza.
Bad news, Pops?
My wife was leaving here in the middle of the night with my child and her suitcase, and you didn't ask her where she was going.
No.
Did you or any of my staff think to try to call me?
Sir, I
Is it a little obvious, Adam?
Keep your mouth shut.
She didn't want to be contacted, so she didn't tell any of the people that you employ how to contact her. Seems pretty obvious to me. How about you, Win?
Yeah. I don't know.
She wanted to be long gone before you found out, Adam.
Who's responsible for letting this man into my home?
Winnie, I'll handle this one. Well, you see, Adam, I had left Liza a lot of messages, and she didn't return any of my calls, so I wanted to check it out for myself. And, Winnie here told me that she'd taken off with your daughter, I might add, so I just wanted to make sure. You see, I was just doing exactly what you did. I was looking around your house, looking for any clues as to where Liza might have disappeared to, but I came up empty, too.
This is my business. It is my family. I want you to stay out of it.
Actually, I'm not in it.
Oh, yes, you're smack dab in the middle of it. It happened because of you, Ryan.
Oh, no, Adam, you see, you've got that all backwards. I happened because of what you did to your wife. You see, she wouldn't have looked at me twice if you hadn't destroyed every single thing that she believes in.
Yeah, you're right about that. Absolutely. She is using you to get back at me. But if you so much as touch her again, I'm going to kill you.
Adam, stop it. Now.
Thank God. You changed your mind.
Do you ever let anyone have a thought of their own?
You're here, aren't you? You're here. You brought your luck. Where's Colby?
Somewhere safe.
Are you implying that she isn't safe with me?
No. You really do think you have all the answers, don't you?
Well, I'm glad you're all right, Liza. I was worried about you.
Do you really think she cares, Ryan?
Once again, you're wrong. Ryan, I'm fine. And I'm flattered that you were concerned about me.
Liza, is it possible for us to have a conversation, a private conversation, please?
Yeah, well, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you. And a word of advice.
From you?
Don't be an idiot.
Liza, I'm sorry if I jumped all over you about Colby. It was your note. I found your note.
My note was pretty clear, I thought.
You didn't really plan on leaving town, did you? I've been trying to call you all day.
Why?
I was in the hospital
Why?
with Mateo and Haley. I'm a grandfather.
Oh, Adam, what did they have?
A boy. Perfectly, absolutely perfect boy.
They must be so happy. How's Haley?
She's fine now. She had a little trouble in labor. The baby's heart rate kept dropping for some reason, but he's fine now. And so is she.
I'm so happy for them.
I knew you would be. I couldn't stop thinking about you today. I was hoping you'd be there when I held my grandson for the first time. So I came home here to try to find you, tell you in person. That's when I found your note. It almost killed me, Liza.
I was convinced while I was packing that I was doing the right thing. I just kept saying, don't look back. Just never look back. I got to the airport. I had Colby in my arms. We were getting ready to board the plane. I sent the bags through. And as soon as it was our turn to board the plane, I realized I was making a terrible mistake. I don't want to make a terrible mistake I'm going to regret for the rest of my life. Do you understand? Do you? Really? Or do you think you know what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling? As usual.
You already said you realized that it was a mistake to run away, Liza.
Well, it would have been.
Yes, because you know that we can make our lives work together. Isn't that what you meant?
No.
Then what do you mean?
If I had run away from you and our life, creeping away in the middle of the night, I would have done the one thing I swore I would stop doing.
What is that?
That every action I have is a reaction from you. And I don't want that for me. Or for Colby. Or frankly, for you. I married you because of who you were and what we had.
None of that has changed.
Oh, don't patronize me. Not one single thing is the same except that you are still in control.
No, this is not a man who is in control. This is a man who's going to spend the rest of his life trying to make it up to you for what I've done. That's who I am.
No, it's not who you are. I mean, you can do more in one day than 10 men could do. But somehow you seem to stumble across a loss when it comes to items like trust, fidelity, honesty, and integrity.
What happened with Judge Campobello will never happen again.
I don't care.
Yes, you do care. You're furious because you care.
I'm furious because you trashed our marriage and our life and our love, and now you just want to, move on. Because that's what you want. And because that's what you need. Well, you know what? Forget it.
I've been ready to do anything I can to make you forget it. I made a horrible mistake.
And now you just want to erase it just like that. You know what's particularly awful about it? Is that that's what you think I want too.
All right, what is it you want? Come on, tell me now, right now. Please, please, tell me. What do you want? Tell me the truth, and I'll deal with it.
What I want is for you to accept my decision and stop fighting me.
All right. What is your decision?
That you are an out-of-control control freak. And given that, I am still willing to live in this house with you.
You are?
On my terms.
Name them.
You concede every ounce of control you think you have over my life. And you have no say in how I raise my daughter.
Your daughter?
That's right.
All right, now let me get this straight. You wouldn't have to let me live here. You'll live here. And Colby will live here. But we won't be living together as...
Before, correct. I will not be sleeping with you again.
But you want to live with me?
I want to live here and have every advantage I've earned. And I want sole custody of Colby.
What?
You either agree to it or you don't. And if you fail or break the agreement, I leave, Colby leaves, and that's that forever. Any questions?
You can't be serious, Liza.
Oh, baby. I am deadly serious.
But it's not legal.
From you?
You want full custody of our daughter while we're still married, living under this roof. That's preposterous.
Well, I don't see it that way. And I think a judge with a slightly
higher moral code than Kay Campobello very well might agree with me.
Liza, I know you're very upset, and of course I understand.
No. Don't play this emotional card with me, because I will get on a plane with my daughter so fast it will make your head...
You call me a control freak? Listen to what you're asking. No, strike that. Demanding.
You know, I would have thought that you would have jumped at this opportunity.
Jumped at what? The opportunity to have you keep me at arm's length from my own daughter? Of losing you?
The other option was me leaving, and a stack of divorce papers ending up on your desk in the morning. If you want to stay married to me, you're going to sign whatever my lawyers draw up. You're going to relinquish all rights to the way that Colby is raised.
For God's sake, how are you ever going to enforce this?
Actually, you know, it's very simple. Because if you don't agree, I'm going to go to the family courts, and I'm going to tell them that you slept with the judge to help your son beat a drug rap. Clear? I don't think you want a public airing of your latest unethical act in a lifetime of unethical acts.
Well, don't patronize me, Liza. Of course, that's not what I want. I don't want it for you. I don't want it for Colby. I don't want it for JR. For God's sake, I thought sleeping with Ryan Lavery would be payback enough for you.
I'm beginning to regret not getting on the plane with Colby an hour ago.
Liza, I don't understand.
No,
Help me.
You can't. You don't. You can't.
Why?
Understand?
Why can't I understand?
Because what I want from you and expect from you as a husband and as the father of my child is inexplicable to you. That you are blind to basic human decency. And in your own disgusting behavior, that all issues of loyalty and devotion are completely lost on you.
I did what I did because of an intense loyalty and devotion to my family.
Does that keep you warm at night? Because that's all you're going to get, unless, of course, Judge Kay is still interested.
Well, I'm not interested in Judge Kay. I never was.
You know, do you know what I was feeling that day that I fainted on the yacht? I mean, I couldn't breathe. I felt my chest had an anvil on it, and my body was all seized up. And do you know why?
Guilt?
What?
I just caught you in bed with Ryan Lavery.
You're not going to compare that to what you did with the judge.
No. Oh, no, absolutely not. I understand the differences between them very clearly. No, what I did had nothing to do with lust or passion or revenge. What I did had everything to do with a business transaction.
Oh, if I was thinner-skinned, I'd be on oxygen because this is an unreal conversation.
You had sex with Ryan Lavery.
You really believe that this whole thing is about sex, don't you?
Well, isn't it?
This has never had anything to do with sex. It never, ever did.
When is something sexual? Not about sex.
God, Adam.
What? What?
It's like being the wife of a husband who has gotten sober after years of abuse.
You've lost me.
Just pay attention. Let's say you were a husband who was drinking or took drugs or whatever it was. And you stopped, and I was the long-suffering wife who had really believed and thought that her life had changed because her husband had stopped drinking. It was like I got sucked into this belief that somehow it was different, that you changed.
I have changed.
Oh, you haven't. I keep telling you I need to trust you. I keep telling you what I need, and you ignore me. Like going to Hayward when you did, and then sleeping with this judge so you could keep your son's nose clean.
Come on, let's just drop this. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not an alcoholic, and I'm not an addict.
No. Your drug is different. Your drug is more destructive. Actually, you have two. You have power and you have control. And right now, you are in the middle of a very deep addiction.
Your analogy just doesn't speak to me. I'm sorry.
It's like these issues of power and control make me want to take my daughter and run away from you forever. And that doesn't just make me sad. It makes me frightened. Frightened for you. And for her.
No, this just isn't right, Liza.
No, it isn't right. It's dangerous. You are a danger to me and to my daughter. And I can't let that happen. I won't.
How can you say that I am a danger to my daughter?
Look what you did to your son.
Because I love him.
No, you say that. But you say that to justify your own corrupt behavior. It's a lame excuse.
Oh, please.
No, I did this for my son because I love my son.
Yes.
You did this for JR because he got stuck and you wanted to manipulate the situation. You saw a chance to seize control and you took it.
No, that's completely wrong. I did it because I wanted to give my son a second chance to keep David Hayward, a vicious adult, from trashing the rest of his life before it ever began.
Real love, real commitment as a parent would have meant that you would have allowed JR, no matter how much it hurts your heart, to have suffered the consequences of his addiction.
Consequences of his addiction, including ruining his reputation, never getting into a decent college, ruining the rest...
Suppose what you've done is encourage his drug use. Daddy cleaned up one mistake. Why can't he do it again? What if you have encouraged a lifetime of addiction, Adam? He becomes like you, Haley. Because of you, Adam, the biggest enabler of them all.
No, that won't happen.
No, and I have a guarantee on that. Because I don't want that anywhere near my daughter. And I can't live like that.
Liza, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I've hurt you. But I know we can make it past this.
I'm not strong enough, Adam. And you can't stop yourself.
No, of course. No, what are you saying? You giving up on us?
I'm saying that I still love you. And it complicates everything.
As long as that's there, we can build on that.
Not without a universal shift of epic proportion.
But if we still love each other, no,
It's not enough. For me or for my daughter.
I think it is. I think it is. In fact, I believe that. I really believe that.
Adam, this is not a whim. This is not an impulse. This is life and death.
Right, all right. You think we should live in this house together, you and me and Colby? Except I'm not allowed to be a father, and I'm not allowed to be a husband.
My terms, my rules, or we can quit right now.
I'm surprised, after everything you said, that you think there's any chance for us at all.
I still love you. And I want to see if I can make my marriage work on my terms.
Yeah, what are those terms again?
That I have control over raising my daughter Colby, that I supervise anytime JR is here with the two of us. And if I find that you're working behind my back, and we also will go to couples therapy.
Oh, you're punishing me.
I'm trying to live with an addict. And I still love him.
Is that it?
Isn't it enough?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say.
Say say yes. Or I leave and I get on a plane. To anywhere.
That if I don't agree to what you're proposing, to your terms, then I will lose you and I will lose my daughter.
It has to be that way.
Yes, I see that. Okay? I agree to your terms. And I apologize from the bottom of my heart for any pain I've caused you, Liza. I will not lose my family, and I cannot lose my love for you. Now or ever. So I'd agree. I agree to your terms. I believe my love is strong enough to make it work.
Words without actions don't mean a thing.
I know.
I hope you do.
I want to be married to you forever.
If things don't change, I mean, there's a lot that has to change, and if it doesn't,
You will.
if it doesn't, we will not be married in 6 months. You can count on me.